Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Alan the Movie Gecko here to start with a very new movie review. In fact, my first. Applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The movie is not, as many people in my school will tell you, Wall Street. It is actually this one. If you can't read backwards, which is okay, the movie is Secret Window, which it was made in 2004 by director David Koepp, who some of you may know as the producer of many movies, including Panic Room. Or, excuse me, the writer. I made an error there, sue me. This movie is good. It's a psychological thriller, which basically means it'll fuck with your mind and make you think at the same time. In this movie, Johnny Depp plays Morton Rainey, a famed mystery writer, and who is actually going right now through a divorce. You know, his wife cheated on him. You know, we've been through all that. Some of us have, anyway. And he's basically in isolation, in a self-exile, when along comes John Shooter, played to an eerie perfection by the great actor John Turturro. John Shooter's problem is simple. He basically feels that Mort Rainey stole a story of his a long time ago. Now, Mort clearly denies it. Well, when he examines the stories, he finds that they are actually alike, which makes you wonder, did Mort steal the story or not? That is actually part of the mystery of the movie. Swept into all this is his ex-wife, played by the lovely Maria Bello, and her new beau, the reason of the divorce, the rubbernecking Ted, played by, and this is ironic, by the way, the guy who plays Ted starred in another, because this is based on a Stephen King story, and it was actually a short story, but there was a novel by Stephen King that if you read it, it kind of is like this movie. And they made a movie of it, too, in 1993. Anyways, not the point. The guy is Timothy Hutton, and he starred in and he's an alumni of Stephen King movies, which means he knows what to do during these things. Hint, run and scream like a little girl. Anyways, also rounding out the cast is Charles S. Dutton as an investigator friend who comes into it. The problem is, the movie makes you wonder, is Shooter really there? If you figure that out, you'll enjoy the movie. This movie is very good. I give it 3 out of 5, and I will also tell you that it will not just take one movie viewing or one viewing to figure this whole thing out. See at least twice. Once you figure that out, or once you see it twice, if you still can't figure it out, see it a third time. If you don't figure it out by the third time, I'm sorry to tell you, but you really need to stop seeing this movie. But it's a great movie. It's a terrific thriller. I think you'll enjoy it if you love psychological thrillers. The movie is Secret Window. I'm your host, Alan Gecko, and this has been Alan the Movie Gecko. I hope to see you again for my next review. And see you next time. And remember, a movie ain't worth shit unless or until you make it a hit. Goodbye, everybody.